I've written a grounding and an earthing practice for us today. So there will be some flow, but also some floor-based stuff, which is why I've said to kind of have props, bolster, bricks, flat blocks. So hopefully everybody's got all of those things. But we're going to start with a pranayama, a grounding pranayama, just to kind of get us into the mood. So if you want, do you want a cushion? A little green cushion? Does anybody else want one? Just find a place to sit that's comfortable for you. You can be on a bolster, you can be on the floor, you can be cross-legged, whatever floats your boat. Just like Vicky is on the bolster, can be a nice comfortable place. Basically we want to sit somewhere where the spine can be nice and long, but we're not distracted by that physical body or the position that we've chosen to be in. Now if you want something high, like me, just check you can touch the floor. Just one hand is fine. Perfect. Okay. Because we're going to put one hand on the heart, one hand on the floor, but we'll do that in a minute. That's a grounding mudra that we're going to take with the breath. But before we do that, can you hear me all right at the back? Yeah. Can you hear me at the back? So before we do that, just begin to arrive on your mat. Close down the eyes if you feel comfortable to do so, or just lower the gaze, whatever works for you. And we're just going to check in with the physical body first, so just breathing in a natural and comfortable way, just with the breath just travel around the body. Just notice if there's parts of you that could perhaps let go a little, perhaps in the face or the shoulders. Just take a few moments to just check in with how you feel, be that energetically, physically. Just pause and arrive where you are. So we want the sit bones connected to whatever you're sitting on, or the ground if you're sitting on the ground. And then the head is over the heart is over the pelvis, the shoulders are soft and the spine is nice and long. As always, I'm going to invite you to breathe in and out through the nose, unless for any reason that is not comfortable for you tonight. And then obviously please use your mouth. Once you finish that kind of exterior check-in with the physical body, just invite you to draw your attention inwards now. So let your mind just rest on your breath. You don't need to change it, just bring your awareness to it, and just breathe in a natural and comfortable way for you. And just invite that breath to travel further down into the body, into your tummy, down towards your pelvic floor, the mat, the bolster, whatever you are seated on. Maybe start to connect to the shape change in your body as the breath travels through different spaces, such as your chest, your ribs, and your tummy. We're not going to take Dirga Pranayama, the locational breathing. We're going to work with Samavriti Pranayama, which is equal breathing. But we're just doing this to explore and attach to the breath first of all. And then when you feel ready, we're just going to place the left hand on your heart space and the right hand on the ground. So you can be palm down, you can be fingertips down, it doesn't matter. Just anything that gives you a connection to the ground beneath you. Notice whether you've kind of shifted the weight forward or back. If you have, just return back to head over heart, heart over pelvis. And this is the mudra that we're going to take for the breathing practice. If it's not comfortable for you for any reason, by all means, just either place both hands on the ground, or you can have both palms resting on your legs. I'm going to invite us to take a count to the breath. I'm going to go with a count of 4, but if your count is shorter than that or longer than that, then just go with what feels right for you. So we'll just begin taking a nice deep inhale through the nose, and then exhale, let it out. And then we're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. You carry on. I'll just explain what we're going to do next. So you continue breathing in for 4 and out for 4. I'm going to offer you the opportunity to add a little extension to the pause that naturally happens between the inhale and the exhale, and in between the exhale and the inhale. I'm going to start with it at 2 and then eventually bring it to 4, so that you breathe in for 4, you pause for 4, out for 4, pause for 4. If you do not want to add to your pause, then just stay with the breathing in for 4 and the breathing out for 4. So I'm going to bring us back to our inhale. So just find your way back to an inhale when you're ready. And we breathe in, 2, 3, 4, pause, 1, 2, breathe out, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 1, 2, breathe it in, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, 1, 2, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 1, 2, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to add to the pause, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 1, 2, 3, breathe it in, 2, 3, 4, pause, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 1, 2, 3, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to add to the pause again, pause, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more rounds. Breathe it in, 2, 3, 4, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the hands where they are, release the breath. Just let it flow. If you feel like you were kind of gasping for breath then when I said release the breath, just notice that. Maybe you were doing a 4 count, maybe 4 is just not where your body wanted to be today. And just take a moment to just check in again with how you feel. Perhaps your breath is lengthened, deepened, slowed down. Perhaps there's less busyness of the mind. Maybe a sense of grounding and stillness here. On your next exhale, just release the hands down to the legs. Roll out into your wrists or anything if you feel you need to. And slowly just connect back to the space around you, just blinking your eyes open when you feel ready. And we're going to start in Samastiti, so just standing still. So this is just going to reinforce that grounding aspect of the practice. So we're going to come up to the top of your mat, bring yourself up in any way that serves you well. So come onto your knees, give yourself a little rock up, whatever feels good. We're going to take another nyasa with the hands. So nyasa just means hand placement. I'm going to offer you to place one hand, left hand on the abdomen or the heart, doesn't matter which way around. So one on your heart space, one on your abdomen. And then bless you. Samastiti traditionally is done with the toes together, or the joints of your toes together, and a slight gap in your heels. But I am going to ask you to close your eyes. So if that feels like you're going to go wonky, by all means just take the feet a little wider. So let the shoulders soften, let your hands just connect to the parts of your body where you can feel the breath. And really start to ground from the foot up. So feel the connection of the ball joints of your feet on the ground beneath you, the heels on the ground beneath you, and that nice arch and gap where your sole and your instep just naturally curve. And then travel up past the ankles, calves, the shins, letting them all switch on slightly across the thighs, neutralizing your pelvis, lengthening through your spine, the back of the neck, and reaching toward the crown of your head. Feel free to kind of sway forwards, backwards, side to side, just really get that sense of grounding and stillness. And just listen to the next 3 affirmations I'm going to say as you stand here, exploring that sense of grounding. I am stable, I am grounded and relaxed in this moment. I am anchored to the earth and supported by the universe. I am safe, protected and supported. I'm going to run through those one more time. I am stable, I am grounded, relaxed in this moment. I am anchored to the earth and the support of the universe. I am safe, protected and supported. Just stay where you are, let those resonate. Then we're going to come into Tadasana. So Tadasana is we inhale, reach the arms up and we come onto the toes. If you don't want to come onto the toes, don't come onto the toes. It's up to you. But feel grounding through the ball joints of your feet and the toes. And as you inhale, just reach the arms up, lift the heels. And as you exhale, just slowly lower the heels as you lower the hands. I'm going to take this 6 times, so that's 1. We'll just move with your breath, breathing in, reaching up. Exhale, coming back down. Find a drishti, something to focus on, either with your eyes or internally in your mind. I think that's 3. Thank you, Karen. Coming up for 4. Exhale, bring it down. Just 2 more, guys. Just nice and slow, nice and steady. Back down again. 1 more. And then Good, slowly bring your hands to your heart space. This time just place them one on top of the other. Take a pause here, just check back into that grounding and that earthing sensation. Sorry guys. Okay, we're going to take Tadasana again, but we're going to fold into a forward fold. So if you don't want to come up onto the toes, you don't have to. It's really up to you. So from here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. You decide if you want to come onto the toes or not. And then as you exhale, start to let the heels come down and hinge the upper body forwards down towards the ground. So release out through the back of the neck, long through the spine, press down into the heels and lift your hips high. Inhale, start to lengthen your spine, sweep the arms up, no tiptoes, arms come to the sky, and then bring them to your heart space. You can swap over that underneath hand each time if you wish. Inhale up, tiptoes if you want. Exhale, start to fold forwards into your Uttanasana all the way down. Inhale, lengthen, sweep and reach all the way up, no tiptoes. Exhale, hands to heart space. You can keep going with this, breathe in. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold it forwards. Inhale, lengthen, come all the way up, no tiptoes. Exhale, hands to heart space. You've got 3 more, breathe it in, come up if you want to. Exhale, fold forwards and down into your Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen first, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart space. 2 more, breathe it in. Exhale, fold it forwards. Good times looking elsewhere, dangerous, bring it in, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart space. 1 more of these guys. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold it down, Uttanasana. Just stay in your Uttanasana for a moment. Again, just explore from the feet up. So press your heels down into the ground. Feel the ball joints connecting to the ground. And then almost like you're trying to lift your butt away from your feet. Just lift those hips up. Just make some length in the back of the legs. Let the head be nice and heavy. Spine just decompress. All right, on your next inhale, you're going to lengthen, you're going to sweep all the way up. Bring those hands back down to your heart space. Step back towards the back of your mat. Okay, we're going to step forward into Virabhadrasana 1. So with the inhale, you're going to step your left leg forward, bend into your knee and open your arms out. So that's going to be all in one movement. With your exhale, you're going to straighten your front leg and fold the upper body down towards your front leg. So this is where you might want to have some bricks either side of that front foot. Your inhale brings you all the way back up. So arms lift, knee bends again. So you come back into that warrior 1. And then your exhale, bring your hands to your heart space and you step it back. So that was just a little run through. And we're going to take that, we're going to take it 4 times on each leg. So each time you come back to Samasthiti, you go back onto the same leg 4 times over, then we return back and then we go onto the right leg. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. So this is all one movement. So we step forward, we take the arms out wide, we inhale. Exhale, fold it forwards and down. Inhale, bend back into that knee, take those arms out nice and wide. And then exhale, step it back, hands to heart space. Well done, guys. 3 more. Inhale, step. Exhale, forwards. Inhale, back into warrior 1. Exhale, step it back. The concentration is real. Right, we've got 2 more. So just make sure that right foot's slightly out turned before you even start. That's going to help you with your balance to come into your warrior 1. So inhale, step it forward, bend the knee, open the heart. Exhale, straighten the leg, fold it down. Inhale, bend back into that knee, nice and broad across the chest. Exhale, step it back. Well done, guys, you got it. 1 more. Inhale, step it forwards. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, back into warrior 1. Exhale, step it back. All right, just reground before we go on to the other side. Slightly turn out your left foot, only kind of turn tiny little 30 degrees. We don't want it coming all the way around, we just want it at a slight angle. When you're ready with your next inhale, you step it forward, you bend into that right knee, open into the chest. Exhale, straighten the leg, fold it forwards. Inhale, back into warrior one, lift it up. Exhale, hands to heart, step it back. Well done, 3 more. Inhale, step it forward, knee bends, heart opens. Exhale, leg straightens, we fold it down. Inhale, bend back into that knee, open that chest. That's the wobbler, isn't it? Exhale, step it back. 2 more. Exhale, oh no, inhale, what a lie. Forwards, open your heart. Exhale, fold it back down. Inhale, warrior one. Nice, guys. Exhale, bring it back. Last one here. Inhale, step it forwards. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, Virabhadrasana one. And then exhale, step it back. Okay, just take a moment here, just redress the grounding. Find your stability. If your heart rate's lifted or your breath's quickened, just take a moment to just let it come back while I talk you through the next pose. So we're going to come into Malasana. You're going to come into it dynamically a couple of times first, and then we're going to stay in it. If you don't want to stay in it, keep coming up and down. Option to take a flat block and put that underneath your heels if that's going to work better for you. Option to just come into a low squat if you don't want to come all the way down into Malasana. So for our Malasana, we want to turn the feet out slightly wider. Up to you what you do with your hands. You can keep them on your heart space if you're going to be comfortable to do so. We want to keep head over heart, heart over pelvis, and as we exhale, we slowly start to bend the butt down in between the hips. Nice, everybody, well done. As you inhale, you come back up. If you want to take the arms up, you can. You really don't have to. So we've got 4 of these, and then we hold on the 5th one, but you don't have to take a hold if you don't want to, guys. So your exhale brings you all the way down to your down, and then inhale lifts you all the way back up. 2 more. Exhale, bring it down. Really press down into the feet. Keep thinking about that grounding and earthing. Inhale up. Is this 3 or 4? This is 4. Thank you very much, Karen. All right, stay here. Options here. You can rest the hands on the floor if you feel a little bit unsteady, or you can press the back of your arms to the inside of your thighs. Palms connect together. Join them at your heart space and really drop the butt down, but lift the head up. So we want to keep the spine really nice and long. And then just breathe here. This is really good for grounding, connecting to your Muladhara chakra, which is your first chakra at the base of your spine. So just really think about connecting between the feet. This sense of stillness and stability you've got here. You're strong, you're supported, you're grounded. Here for a couple more breaths. If anybody needs to come out prior to that, you're very welcome to. Okay, for your next trick, you're going to come down onto the ground. Those of you on bricks, I would suggest come off the bricks, don't just pop your butt down. Those of you that don't want to just pop your butt down, don't. Otherwise, maybe, with or without hands, just gently put the butt down onto the ground. Nice! Okay, we're going to come into an interim Shavasana. Do not think you're finishing your class. So you're just going to lay the whole body down, really nice and long. Let the feet come apart, the arms away from the body, let the ankles come out. I want you to feel your whole body grounded here. So really connected to the earth beneath you. Tune into your breath. If you want to take that Nyasana, hand on heart, hand on belly, you can. Otherwise, let the palms face down or up, whatever feels right for you. But we're just taking these few rounds of breath to continue to integrate that sense of grounding and stillness. Support from the earth below, the universe, whatever works for you. I can't leave you here long because I won't get you back. So when you're ready, press the soles of the feet down onto the ground. We're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, but we're going to take that dynamic one first as well. So just make sure you've got room on your mat to bring your knees out to the side, but we're going to take it one at a time. So choose the placement of your hands. You can stay with the nyasa of heart and abdomen, or you just have them out to the side, whatever feels comfortable. And then when you're ready with an inhale, just let the right knee come out to the side, down towards the ground. And then as you exhale, bring it back up towards the sky. Inhale, left knee comes out. Exhale, bring it in. It's as simple as that, guys. So just keep flowing through this. Opening into that hip joint, but grounding back into those feet, keeping the feet secure on the floor and the mat. And just move with the rhythm of your breath. So it's an inhale as you take the leg out. It's an exhale as you bring that knee back in. We are going to stay in this pose dynamically, the same as we did with Malasana. If you don't want to do that, then you can continue with this alternate leg movement. So we're going to take two more. So 2 more full rounds left and right. Move with the breath. Exhale draws you in. Inhale takes you out. And then when you finish those 2 rounds, you're going to just let the soles of the feet connect and the knees come out to the side. So really let those hips just open, let the weight of the legs just add to the gravitas of that sense of grounding and stillness. Soften into the shoulders, make sure you're not crunching into the back of the neck, lifting the chin up, keep the chin nicely drawn towards you and the back of the neck nice and long. And while we're here, stay connected to your breath, please, but just notice the parts of you connected to the ground below. So we've got shoulder blades, back of pelvis, elbows maybe, sides of feet, maybe ankles. If anyone's knees are on the ground, I want to see. And just continue, let that resonance of grounding stay with you in your practice here. Nice and still. I am stable, grounded, and relaxed in this moment. I am anchored to the earth and supported by the universe. I am safe, protected, and supported. Find your breath, let it flow. Let your body sink to the ground. We're going to take 3 more rounds of breath here. So in through the nose, out through the nose at your pace. Once you've completed those 3, then you just press the soles of the feet back down to the ground and let the knees come back up towards the sky. Don't rush this. Take those breaths first and then bring it up. Alright, from here we're going to take Ekapada Utsa Padasana. Yeah? So we're going to place right hand on your abdomen. Left hand can either be out to the side or it can be on your heart, whatever feels more comfortable with. We're going to move the left leg first. So upper body and right leg stay as they are. And then as you inhale, you're going to lift that left leg up towards the sky, sole of foot reaching up. And as you exhale, you're going to extend it all the way down towards the ground, just hovering above the ground. Lift it up. Let's try it the other way around actually. So exhale as you lift it up. So just find your breath again. You're going to inhale as you take the leg down towards the ground. And then exhale as you draw it up towards you. Inhale, hover over the mat. Exhale, lift it. Just keep going with this, left side only. Just taking it out, bringing it back in. If you want to extend the right leg along the ground, you can. Otherwise, just stay with this as you are. We've got 3 more. So it's an inhale as the leg comes down, it's an exhale as you lift it up. Once you've finished your 3, just place the sole of the left foot down onto the ground and let yourself re-neutralise, re-ground. Little cheeky bit of ab work in there. Didn't even know it was coming. Gave you a shavasana and threw you off the scent. Okay, once you feel you've had a moment to neutralise and reground, just swap the hands over, so left hand comes onto the abdomen, right arm just wherever's comfortable. And then when you next exhale, lift the right leg up, and with an inhale, hover it down over the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hover. Just stay with this. You have the same options this side, so you can extend the left leg along the mat as well if you wish, or keep that left leg bent. Let the leg movement flow with the breath. Try not to just go through the motions. Just feel the movement as you move and breathe. Okay, make this one your last one. And then when you release, just press the sole of the right foot back down to the ground. We're going to come back into that Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of feet come together, knees come out to the side. Don't rush it, just move with your breath. Reground this opportunity here in the Supta Baddha Konasana. Connected to the earth, grounded and still. Alright, your next inhale, just going to bring those knees back up towards the sky, soles of feet to ground. You're going to roll onto one side, doesn't matter which. Press your top hand onto the ground and bring yourself up to a seated position. So we're going to come into Janu Shirshasana. Easy for me to say. Which means we keep one leg extended and then we draw the other leg in towards the extended leg. So let's keep the right leg nice and long, flex into your right foot. And then the sole of that left foot's going to come into the inside of your right thigh. If you feel this knee is kind of up here and really uncomfortable, by all means put something underneath it. You could put one of the blocks or the flat brick down. And then you want to sort of actively turn your torso towards that flexed right foot.
Heather, my foot's going out. Should I be centre?
No, as long as it's flexed. Doesn't matter if it's over there or up there. Just as long as you're drawing the toes up towards you. That helps with us keeping a nice tall spine. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Lengthen up through the body. So make your spine as long as you can. Waist as long as you can. Keep facing that right foot. As we exhale, imagine you're taking Uttanasana, so you're hinging at your hips and you're folding the upper body down towards that front leg. When you feel that you're at the space for you, let your arms just completely relax down. We don't want any tension in the shoulders here. And we want to draw the crown of your head almost towards your toes. So you're probably going to feel it more in the outside of your left waist. Perhaps into the back of that right leg. yes I am. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed, so try not to add any additional tension into those. And don't feel that you have to get your head as low as possible. It's not about that. It's a nice lengthening into the spine, asymmetrical stretching into the legs, releasing your head in a way that feels comfortable for you. We're going to inhale, come back up. We're going to do a few times dynamically. Exhale, fold it back down. And your inhale, lift it back up. And your exhale, let it go. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Last one here, reach it up. This time we're going to stay down. So exhale, fold it forwards. Same as before, release the shoulders, release the head, the back. Invite that release across the lower back, especially the left side. Try not to shorten too much into the left side. Try and lengthen left side as much as right, which is why we've turned towards that right foot. And invite that sense of space into the grounding that you're exploring tonight.
space between the ribs, the vertebrae, the shoulder blades, the back of your leg, space for your breath, whatever resonates for you, just explore it. And we're going to inhale all the way back up with our arms. Exhale, let the hands come down. Okay, we're going to take a side bend this time. So you want to turn your body towards your left knee. Yeah, that's a mind blower. Let your right hand just kind of rest on your right leg. So my torso is facing my left knee and my right hand is kind of resting on my right leg. I'm going to inhale, make myself nice and long, and then as I exhale, I'm just going to let my right arm just slide along down my right leg. Try not to let that left shoulder curl over and down. Keep it nice and drawn back behind you. Inhale, come back up. 2 more of those. Exhale, lengthen it, take it down the side. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. We're going to hold on the next one. So release all the way to wherever works for you. Draw the left shoulder back. Really open into the left side of the rib cage, waist, hip, lower back. If you feel really comfortable here, you can explore taking your left arm up and over. But if that makes you twist and round down, then just bring it back to wherever it was before. I quite like it at my lower back, and then I can really open across the front of the body. You choose what works for you. Alright, whenever you arrive at an inhale, lift yourself all the way back up. Just bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to take a little interim Supta Baddha Konasana here. Notice the difference between your left side and your right side, if there is one, if there isn't. If there is, how does it feel? And then we're going to go over to the other side. So we extend the left leg out, sole of the right foot comes into the thigh. Foot flexed on the left, nice and tall with the torso, and kind of turn the collarbones and the ribs towards that left foot. Inhale, reach it up, make yourself long, 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 long. Exhale, fold it forwards. Just pause here momentarily. We are going to keep moving, but just pause to just let your body find its place. And then inhale, lift, lengthen all the way up. If you don't like using the arms, then feel free not to. Exhale, hinge and fold it back down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, soften it back down. Inhale, up. Exhale, soften. This time we stay down, so just go to wherever feels right for you. Release along the right side of your lower back, waist, ribs, but try and keep the left side long as well. Let the right leg be heavy, left leg be flexed. Spine soft, head and neck relaxed. Think about grounding down through those sit bones, but lengthening out with your spine. Soft into the shoulders. Okay, and when your next inhale, you're going to lift all the way up, arms or not, it's up to you. Exhale, release them down. Okay, so turn the body towards the right knee. Keep that left foot flexed. Rest your left hand just somewhere comfortable for you on that left leg. Okay, so we're going to take a few dynamically. So stay nice and tall, and then just slowly exhale. Just let the hand just slide along the inside of the leg, along the top of the leg, whatever works. Right shoulder's drawing back. Inhale, we come back up. Exhale, we slowly come back down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. This time we stay down, so slowly soften all the way back down. Make your choice with your right arm. If you want to take it up and over, by all means do, but don't let that be to the detriment of opening across the chest, the heart, and the right side of your body. feel you have to force your body to be somewhere it's not comfortable for it to be, but do explore creating some space. That was interesting. A few people went, ooh, just got longer. You're exploring space, hurrah! Okay, a couple more breaths here, guys. Keep exploring the breath as well as the space. Breathing into the sides of your body. Good stuff. Inhale, let's lift ourselves all the way back up. Bring the soles of the feet back together. Supta Baddha Konasana, tall through the spine. We're going to take a little hinge forward here, but nothing major, and try not to yank onto your feet. I prefer to place my hands on my shins and my elbows on my thighs, and then just hinge from there. But if you prefer your hands on your feet, by all means keep them there, just don't pull the feet. Reach the crown of the head, almost like you're trying to get it past those toes. Keep the shoulder blades drawing down the back of the body. Inhale, come back up. We're going to come over onto our knees. Is your knee, do you need a blanket for your knee?
Yeah.
Anyone else want a blanket for their knees? You're a danger. Alright, so tuck the toes. Sit back on the knee, on the heels. We're not doing toe stretch, so you don't have to really kind of hang out here. This is just like a starting point. So we're going to inhale, lift the arms, lift the upper body. Exhale, hinge it forwards, hips back towards heels, upper body down towards the ground. I actually am going to do this without my toes tucked because I find it more comfortable, but it's up to you. Inhale, lift all the way up. Watch your lower back, draw your navel to your spine. If you don't like coming all the way up, don't feel that you have to. Exhale, fold it back down into your Balasana child's pose. 3 more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Last one here, then we stay in the child's pose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, fold it down. If you want to take the knees a little wider, by all means do. And just release down with the upper body, with the shoulders, with the palms. Just let everything really soften down into the mat. Rest the head if you can. Breathe into the back of the body, to those bits that you've just created a lot of space in, so the lower back, the waist. If your mind's wandering away, bring it back to the breath, back to your mat. Okay, we're going to come into a thread the needle from here, so keep your left hand rested on the ground. You're going to inhale, reach your right arm up, so that means you're going to twist out into that right side. Exhale, thread your right hand down and through and underneath your left armpit, resting the side of your shoulder on the right and the side of your head on the right on the mat. Keep pushing your hips back towards your heels, staying with that sense of grounding. Inhale, sweep and reach it all the way back up. Exhale, place it down. Just take a pause for a breath here in a neutral space before we go to the other side. Next time you'll arrive at an inhale, it's left arm, sweep it up. Exhale, take it down through underneath the right. Left side of shoulder, left side of head, connect down towards the ground. Eke those left fingers away from you a little bit more if you can. Keep pushing hips back to heels. Next time you arrive at an inhale, use it to sweep that left arm all the way back up, reach the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, bring them down. Back to neutral here. Okay, when you're ready, press down into your palms, lift yourself up into all fours, bring the knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. I'm just going to take a little wave through cat-cow, but how much you come into cat and how much you come into cow is really up to you. So we inhale, draw your navel towards your spine, and then just lift into your heart and your chest. So your butt will kind of twerk out a little bit, that's okay, but we don't need to over accentuate the arch in the lower back because that happens from lifting the heart and the chest forward. And then as you exhale, you round all the way through, drawing your heart towards your chin and just pushing the shoulder blades up towards the sky. Inhale, bring it through the other way. If you want to just come to neutral here rather than lift the chest forward, by all means do. Exhale, round it out. Inhale forwards. Exhale, take it back into your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Just return to a neutral space. Tuck your toes. Walk your hands back towards your knees. We're going to come into that Malasana one last time. So you're going to lift the knees off the ground. Probably need to take the feet a little wider. Toes turning out. Butt sitting down in between those heels or heading in that direction. Use a brick. Keep your hands on the floor, whatever works for you. If you want to take the hands off, then just maybe press the back of the arms to the inside of the thighs, palms pressed together. Help you lengthen through that spine. Just revisit that sense of grounding here. Feel the connection of the feet with the earth below. Seek a sense of stillness in the body and the mind, and your only movement is that of your breath. I've got 3 more rounds of breath here. When you finish your 3, you're going to bring yourself back down to the mat, any which way that serves you best. And then we will come into our Shavasana. Not a trick one this time. So when you're ready, just slowly bring the butt down towards the ground. If you want to use a bolster underneath your knees or a blanket or anything, by all means do. Find yourself a nice comfortable place where we have a neutral spine and you're connected to the earth below, continuing that sense of grounding. Invite you to take the same nyasa that you have been taking, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So it's a hand on the abdomen, a hand on the heart. Or you can put a hand on the ground and a hand on the heart. Either will help with a sense of grounding. I can't lie down with you because I can't talk. Tune back into your breath. We'll tune into the physical body first, the parts of you that are connected to the earth below, so your shoulder blades, back of your head, the back of your pelvis, backs of the legs. Just feel the support from the ground beneath you. You can let everything soften and relax. I'm going to read you a little guided meditation. It's kind of centered around patience and grounding. So if your eyes aren't already closed, then I invite you to do so. Taking a few rounds of deep breath, and with each exhale just release any tension you're aware of, any thoughts that are no longer serving you. Let them just drift far away like smoke on a breeze. Know that in this moment you are safe. You are supported by the universe. You are grounded with the earth below and relaxed in this moment. I invite you to imagine that you're walking in a lovely green lush meadow on a beautiful autumn afternoon. The sun is warm on your back and there are fluffy white clouds scattering lazily overhead in the soft pastel blue sky. A small stream bubbles and winds its way into the meadow from the hills nearby. And as you approach the stream, its gentle sounds begin to soothe and comfort you. You can smell the sweet scent of the flowers in the grass, wildflowers scattered here and there across the meadow. And you sense a feeling of peacefulness, and you feel safe and at home here. So you decide to find a comfortable place and sit by the stream. As you glance up and down the stream, you notice a majestic oak in full autumn colours. Its leaves are shades of yellow, orange, red and brown. And now and then the gentle breeze just rustles through the leaves and sends one floating off down the water. One of the leaves floats softly towards you on the current, and you look at the shape and the colour, the veins on the leaves, and the edges, and just watch it float by downstream, far out of sight. As you watch, you feel no concern about how long it takes for each leaf to reach you. No pressure over when it will finally pass you by. The current carries every single one at nature's own pace, and you're so content to simply watch and relax. As you continue to enjoy this beautiful setting, and taking some time to reflect on the following questions. What demands do I place on myself and others that interfere with my ability to relax, to enjoy the flow of life, and to be at peace? What demands do I place on myself and others that interfere with my ability to relax, enjoy the flow of life, and be at peace? The leaves continue to fall and drift by now. A yellow one, a red one, a brown one. And the stream continues to offer its music to accompany this play of nature, and all is calm. You consider a situation in your life where you might normally feel pressure or perhaps impatience. And you ponder on how you could modify your attitude or your behaviour to come into greater harmony with this situation. And use your imagination to observe yourself and adjust your response. Watch as you allow things to unfold at their natural pace without attachment to the speed or the result of the outcome. If it is your job to participate in the process, perhaps imagine yourself doing so as simply and directly as possible from a very peaceful and neutral state of mind. Take some time to observe yourself as you soften your response and notice how the results of this change may feel in your body, your mind, and your emotions. You take a closer look down the water before you. And if you concentrate on one spot for a while, you begin to notice a few shadows near the stream bed. You've spotted some fish and you can clearly see them facing upstream, holding in the current, and now and then turning off to the side to feed upon something before they resume their post. They were born here in the water, this is the way they live, and their only job is to remain steady. They wait for the food to float by and catch it as the opportunity arises. You take some time to ponder something that you do that requires you to wait, perhaps for other people to do something, for circumstances to arise, or for an inspiration to occur. And you imagine that while you're waiting, you're able to drop down into a peaceful state of rest and relaxation, where you're perfectly comfortable to simply observe, reflect, and allow life to unfold in its own timing. You take some time to notice how this peaceful state of mind might affect you and you feel it resonate in your body, your mind, and your emotions. You look across the stream to the other side and you see a family of foxes making their way across the meadow, seeking out their dinner for the evening. Softly and patiently they stroll, perhaps finding insects, mice or other feed to enjoy. And now and then they stop and play and frolic in the grass, or they look around at the stream or the hills in the distance, just being present and taking everything in. You take heed of this and you consider any situations in your life, perhaps one that involves a certain level of intensity or concentrated effort, hard work or an extended period of time. And you observe yourself in this situation and notice whether you tend to let the tension mount to the point where you lose patience. And you visualize yourself doing something to break up the tension in that situation. Perhaps you take a short break, or you switch tasks. You use appropriate humor, or you stop and take some deep breaths. But you take some time to watch yourself making this adjustment and notice how it affects the way you feel. And listen to the following affirmations and allow them to resonate deeply within you, noticing whether any of these affirmations bring up any resistance or discomfort. And if it does, apply these practices you've just been doing. Stop, breathe and relax. I make inner peace a top priority and arrange my life accordingly. I accept and appreciate myself as I am and enjoy life at my own pace. I accept others as they are and allow them to go at their own pace. When others try my patience, I relax, breathe, and become peaceful. When life tests my patience, I relax, appreciate, and let go. When I'm tempted to rush, I slow, I relax, and I deepen my experience of this very moment. I recognize that time is a gift to be enjoyed, and I relax and enjoy the journey. Just let those affirmations kind of resonate around your body as you take your last few breaths in your Shavasana. Reminding yourself of that sense of grounding, stillness. And when you feel ready, begin to just connect again with the parts of you that are grounded on the earth below. Perhaps invite some gentle movement into fingers and toes. Perhaps you want to take a stretch or hug your knees. Maybe you want to roll to one side. Just move in a way that serves you best. And when you're ready, just gently and kindly bring yourself to a seat and we'll close our practice. Just connect your palms to your heart space in Anjali Mudra and chin towards your chest. I wish you patience and stillness and the awareness to notice when it's not present and create it to be so. Namaste. I literally had one of those situations before I left the house. I was like, I'm just about to teach, I need to just breathe and it's going to be okay. So, testament.